My daughter called me from an empty house and said, "Mom, it's fine. I'm used to it." For words. And I had to step into a hospital bathroom and cry into my scrubs so my patients wouldn't see me fall apart. My name is Maya. I'm 41. I'm an ER nurse, and the night my family left my 16-year-old daughter home alone, dressed up, excited, completely ready, while they drove off to a celebration without her, I was stuck in a 12-hour shift I could not leave. I couldn't walk out. I couldn't drive to her. All I could do was stand there holding my phone, reading a text that told me exactly who my in-laws had always been, and exactly how long I'd been making excuses for them. Before we continue with this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for updates. Lily is my daughter. Not a stepchild.
Not a guest in this family.
My daughter. And she sat alone in that house all night, eating pizza she ordered herself, watching a movie by herself, going to bed in silence, because Connie decided there was no room for her in the van. No room. But here's what none of them knew yet. I had been quietly making room for something too. Lily being used to it didn't happen overnight. That's what hurts the most. Lily is 16. She's quiet, thoughtful. The kind of kid who remembers everyone's birthdays and never asks for much. She came into my life when she was 3 years old, and when I married Daniel 8 years ago, he adopted her legally. Signed the papers. Said the words. As far as I was concerned, that was the end of the conversation. His family never got that memo. His mother Ruth, 68, sharp-tongued, the undisputed center of every family event, had a way of making Lily invisible without ever saying anything outright. A family photo caption that listed everyone by name except her. Christmas envelopes that were noticeably thinner. Comments about Daniel's side of the family at gatherings, as if Lily was a visitor passing through.
And Daniel?
He always said I was reading too much into it. That's just how Mom is. I believed him longer than I should have. The night of Ruth's 70th birthday, Connie coordinated the transport van. 11 seats. 12 family members. Connie chose who mattered. She left Lily at the curb. In her good outfit. With her hair done. And nobody said a word. Lily didn't call me crying. That's the part that gutted me most. She didn't blow up my phone. Didn't text Daniel demanding an explanation. She walked back inside, changed out of her outfit, ordered a pizza, and went to bed. 16 years old, and she had already learned to shrink herself around these people without even realizing it. I found out the truth at 11 p.m. from Daniel's cousin, Priya, who felt too guilty to stay silent. She texted me everything. How Lily had shown up on time. How she'd been standing there smiling, genuinely excited. How Connie looked her over and said the van was full. It's a family thing anyway, and turned back to the others like the conversation was already over. In front of everyone. And not one person offered their seat. Not Daniel. Not one cousin. Nobody. I sat in the hospital break room and read that text 3 times. Then I did something nobody expected. I called my sister. She's a family attorney. We talked for 40 minutes. I didn't cry. I didn't vent. I took notes. By the time my shift ended, I had a folder. And a plan Daniel wouldn't see coming. Daniel came home that morning expecting silence. He got something worse, calm. I was already dressed, sitting at the kitchen table, hands folded, a folder in front of me. No yelling. No red eyes. Just stillness. And the moment he saw my face, he knew. He sat down slowly, like a man preparing for impact. I slid the folder across the table, without a word. Inside was everything. 2 years of documentation, screenshots of the group chats where Lily's name was consistently absent, dates of family events she'd been quietly sidelined from, a written account of Connie's curb incident with Priya's testimony attached. My sister had reviewed all of it. Her assessment was 2 typed pages, paper-clipped to the front. But the folder wasn't just for Daniel. Before he came home, I had forwarded the entire record to the family group chat. No paragraph of rage. No list of grievances. Just one line. I want everyone to see what Lily sees. Connie started calling within minutes. Ruth went completely silent. Daniel read every page, without looking up once. And then his phone rang. He checked the screen and froze. "Who is it?"
I asked.
He turned the phone toward me. It was Ruth. The knock came the next morning at 9 a.m. sharp. Maya's sister, Claire, stood at the door in a blazer, holding a formal mediation notice. Not a lawsuit, not a courtroom summons. Something more precise, a legally documented request for structured family mediation, time-stamped, signed, and impossible to wave away with an apology text. Ruth's hands shook holding the envelope. That one moment, watching a woman who had spent years making a child feel invisible suddenly scramble to explain herself on record, gave Maya something she hadn't felt in a long time. Not revenge. Relief. In mediation, Connie called it a misunderstanding. Nobody believed her, including her own husband. Daniel sat across from Maya and, for the first time, said nothing to defend his family. He had read the folder. He had no ground left to stand on. The consequences were quiet but permanent. Ruth and Connie were removed from Lily's life, not by Maya's demand, but by Lily's own decision, made calmly one afternoon over hot chocolate. Daniel entered counseling, both alone and with Maya. The family group chat dissolved. And Priya, the cousin who texted, became one of Lily's closest people. 2 weeks later, Maya took Lily to the restaurant she'd always wanted to try. No occasion. No speech. Lily ordered dessert first, and Maya didn't say a word. She didn't need a seat at their table.